Namaste to all your cosmic souls and welcome to your twin flame reading today. Today we will see the energies that the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are going through at this point of time. We'll also see the overview of energies of what the masculines want to say to the feminines and the feminines want to say to the masculines. We will first pick the cards before we move into the full reading. So if you want to directly move to the reading, it will be linked in the description box down below. We're doing the Divine Feminines on the left side and the Divine Masculines on the right today. Let us see where the Divine Masculines are. I will be keeping these closed, and when we are reading the Divine Masculines energies, I will open the cards. If you have any questions, you can keep them in mind. Or you can just focus on your breath and let the flow of energy decide what you need to hear and know at this point of time. Interesting. Okay. Let's move to read what the Divine Feminines are going through right now and what do they need to hear and know. So I feel like there is a conflict in energy within what to believe in, and there could be a third party involved in making you feel like this. So this third party could just be some kind of energy that you have not released and you know you need to break that pattern. And the other is there are people who are draining your energy out. So you need to beware of who you say what to and what kind of energy you allow from other people. Okay? With the Chariot, the number 7. So there is movement. You are moving forward. You know there is a choice to make, and whether you choose the left or the right, whether you choose, see, both have their own rewards, and you've seen that this path will give me this kind of a life, and this path will give me this kind of a life. And that is for you to decide. You have to decide how you feel when you make this decision, how you feel while you are going to move forward. If you move forward with this, how are you going to feel? How is that going to make you feel? And according to that, you can make this decision. Remember that if you are leaving something behind in this journey, just remember that it is something that is not going to be extremely easy. But at some point, you'll realize why you made that decision and why you needed to do that. You know that they can, like whatever the people or the situation that you are leaving behind, can survive without you. You are not necessary. You are just there helping out. And once you realize that, this will become much easier for you to process. There is a Queen of Swords energy. So there is an energy of action. If that's what you want to do, you just have to take the first step. And once you begin to take the first step forward, you'll be able to channel the Queen of Swords energy within yourself, as in You will be very directional. You will know exactly what is needed so that you can take the next step and release, break from the old paradigms of energy. It's like your spine just cracking up. It's like a snake shedding skin. So your spine, in the shape of a snake, is shedding its skin. And once you shed that skin, slowly your new self is emerging. We do have the serpentine rod here, and as soon as it started talking about the snake, the protection, and where it all comes from, the energy comes from the womb. Okay, so your womb has the energy of protection. Your root is protected by a snake coil. So it's like your stomach and your womb, and how it fits all together for your energy to create life. And when the feminine energy is merged with the masculine energy, that is when it creates whole life. Right? It's just one part of life. When the feminine and masculine come together, it creates life. Now, why did we start talking about this? All right. Okay, so yes, you do have the energy to take action. You have enough compassion and enough strength and authority, sort of. You have both within you to put forward and take the next step. There could be a rendezvous, a meeting with somebody or some people, or this could even include your divine masculine. Hi, Cairo. Okay. All right. I've been trying to fit everything. Okay, so you don't have to be too perfect in your ways. Some things can go up and down, and that's okay. You should be okay with things not being too perfect, because that creates kind of like the perfect balance, right? Because they're complete in their own ways, and when they come together, only then there is that balance that is required. So it's okay to have structures, it's okay to have undefined energy. You will find a way to channel the energy of the Queen of Swords and make your decision and move forward from this day on. I don't know when this day is. That is your choice to make, because you know it's a new journey for you and you know it's going to take you in your path. You have a lot of built up emotions within yourself, and there is an imbalance in the masculine feminine energy. There is no enough channeling on both sides. It's sort of imbalanced. It's okay. I mean, there's always an imbalance, that's fine. But when there is too much of an imbalance, you start feeling it within, and you will see yourself drawing out, and you start to see yourself, judge yourself, or you're seeing a completely new perspective of life, and you want to give that more time. Okay, Cairo, we move out of the frame. And that in itself gives you external energy to understand your space and then move forward, making the decision that feels right in your heart. So the judging yourself part is coming through, and that is why the next decision is taking a little extra time. We will see what the Divine Masculines want to say to you, Divine Feminines, after we complete the Divine Masculines reading. I have been working with this rose quartz before this reading and during this reading. There is a lot of insight in understanding how the rose quartz affect your mind, affect your body, and how if you work with the rose quartz in sync, you do your work, the rose quartz will amplify the energies towards your heart's true path. whichever direction it is, it will give you the directional energy. And I leave this here. There is this bracelet here I was wearing in the reading, the other reading before, and I felt like I need to share this. There's only one other piece. This is the Serenity bracelet. It comes with the kunzite, the blue lace agate, Aura quartz and strawberry quartz with a charm. Now this promotes love along with calmness. It gives your mind more clarity. It allows you to think in a creatively soft way and giving you enough authority to make your decisions, which is why I feel like today's divine feminine and masculine reading will be based on bringing in that energy to balance each other out. Moving to the divine masculines now. Okay, I'm not reading any of these cards reversed. Okay, I see that there's a lot of solar plexus work that is currently happening. A lot of inner healing work, a lot of I feel like maybe you're becoming more conscious of your health, or you're wanting to become more conscious of your health, and in some way it is bringing you awareness towards how your physical body may affect you, in what kind of way, and why you want to keep it healthy is because of what you are feeling within your physical body, your energy body. You've started to realize more things about your energy body, and maybe you have been taking certain pathways to figure out more about yourself, learn more about yourself, and understand more about yourself. You've started to become more curious about yourself, divine masculines, and that is taking you to a more grounding path. You're starting to feel more grounded in your journey. It's giving you more awareness and more insight towards what to do next, and is this the decision that you need to make for yourself. And I see that there's a lot of pineal gland awakening happening. I mean, there's literally the pineal gland, and it also looks like you're holding it in your hands. It looks like you are taking it in your arms and you're seeing through your entire energy body. So you know exactly what is coming, exactly what is good for you, exactly what the things you know that are not taking you in the right direction. And if there is any confusion, you will be able to see that. And that is the eye, that's the pineal gland coming out of the eye. There is a journey for you to make. There is an internal journey for you to make. And I also feel like the divine feminines may also resonate with this, because there is an internal connection between the divine feminine and divine masculine. There is an internal balance between the two, and that again gives you a new perspective to understanding why the divine feminine and masculine have to be whole within themselves before they come together to become whole as one. And you become whole as one only when you become whole within yourself, because then you will be always moving in your path, and both of you will move in your own paths together, so it will become one single path all together when you look at it from outside. Exactly, the view of the pineal gland. There are parts inside you that you need to talk about. There are parts inside you that you need to heal. There are parts inside you that you know need affirmations or energy cleanses, or moving forward, or how to activate these energy changes that you're going through, how to activate them in a good and a positive way, that you will be able to harness and channel the energy properly towards your destination, whatever your destination is. And since I do see that there is some movement, spiritual dances, it's like you're moving into a soul journey of yourself. Yes, I saw this card. Yeah, oh my God, a lot of, if any of you are connected to womb healing and healing the womb, healing the divine feminine inside of you, divine masculines. So the feminine energy inside you, a lot of feminine energy residing inside of you wants to be released because you haven't released in a long time. I do know this one person who I will link in the description box. You can check out. He allows you to explore emotion and explore your masculine and feminine energy within yourself. So if you are interested in that, do check out the link. I just know him from Instagram posts and his journey of life that I have been following. But I thought it would be interesting to share for you based on the energy that I have been receiving. You are going on an inner journey of the self and really trying to bring out the inner truths, and that for that you have to go in the depths of, there will be a lot of low formed energy where you may not feel like you are in a good place, but those depths are what are going to bring out your inner struggles, and that when those are cleared out, the womb, right? So what you remember from the womb when you were born, everything that you knew, you will start receiving that kind of information. So you're opening the good gates as well as the bad ones, and you're experiencing it all. And once you experience it all, you know which to choose. So move through this with the strength and the vulnerability that I know you have, and you know that you have. Believe in yourself because you know that you can do this. You can move through this. There's a lot of healing and a lot of movement that you're going through. Use the rose quartz to give you that energy of love, that energy of strength, so you can truly understand the person that you are from inside out. When I say divine masculine and feminine, I do not mean male or female. It's just the energy type that I am talking about. So now you all can look at the rose quartz and receive its energies along with this reading. And if you'd like to book a rose quartz palm stone or the single piece of the serenity bracelet, that will also be linked below in the description box. Now let us move a little deeper into what the divine feminines and the divine masculines are feeling today and where they are right now. I also feel like maybe this should be an extended part of the reading where I post these videos separately where we go in depth into this reading. Maybe I'll try that next month. So let me know if that would be a good idea. It'll be an extended reading and you will be able to watch it separately if you are interested in going deeper into each other's energies. I have seen a lot of tarot readers do it, but now I understand why, because otherwise the reading becomes really long, right? Now let's see where or what the divine feminines need to hear and know. Okay, focus on more of your creative energy. Focus more on okay. So your mind is basically going through a lot because you don't understand from where the balance is coming, right? So you're confused about your position, you're confused about your space, and you're confused about where to go next, what to do next, or how to take the next step. But actually I feel like your creative energy is saving you from all of that, and that in itself is able to kind of give you a little bit of calmness, but at the same time your mind from both sides, it's like the two, the two little angels, which is your devil and your angel basically, but it gives you all perspectives, right? So it's like they are just fighting each other. What should I do next? What is my next decision? And that you will balance that you will move through this. Continue to be in your creative energy. Continue to do things that you love, that you like. Explore new art forms, explore new dance forms, explore singing or throat singing if that's something that you like. Explore new options to see where inspiration, motivation, discipline, and perseverance comes from for you. Now, Divine Masculines, as we have seen, you are flowering, right? So you are blooming into more awareness. You're starting to live more of a conscious life. You're starting to understand the divine feminine energy within yourself, and that is why you so want to bring the divine feminine energy from inside you towards the outside. And that is why you feel like maybe I need to experience divine feminine energy to understand the divine feminine itself. And that also means getting to know a lot about yourself, and that also means spending a lot of alone time with yourself. You get to know more about yourself when you spend more time with yourself. It's similar to spending time with another person. You are getting to know a lot about the other person because you're spending a lot of time with the other person. And if you don't spend enough time, how do you get to know the person? How do you have a conversation? Where does your conversation start? So how do you speak to yourself is the real question here. We also have this amethyst moon goddess. I named her Isis. She's my moon goddess. And I have been receiving and storing any energy that I receive for the readings so that I can channel them into the reading and give you the messages that you want to receive. In the end, it's all a balance. So you both are possibly going through everything that, well, you both are going through, because that kind of gives you more of an understanding of each other. So in the background, you're feeling each other, but in the foreground, in your conscious, more conscious self, you see these things happening. So let's see. Actually, I want a message from the Divine Masculines to the Feminines before we move next. Take time to yourself, Divine Feminines. You need it. I need it. We've been through a lot. Okay. Take your stand. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to do the things that you want to do, so that when you face me, we face each other equally. We get into each other's lives smoothly, swiftly, and it's like it forms a perfect line as you move into it. And that in itself becomes a whole other perspective. If you know the butterfly effect, there's a lot of that is implemented in this. If you do know about the butterfly effect, do comment in the comment section down below so other people get to read it as well. From the Divine Feminines to the Masculines, I will read again, but I feel like it is protection. Again, symbolizes a lot about the wound. But I just want to reset the intention of what the Divine Feminines want to say to the Masculines. Okay. Don't suppress everything. Let your emotions out. Talk to people. And I think Divine Masculine, that's exactly what you're doing. So you are reflecting the Divine Feminine energies as we felt. Okay, you're releasing all the judgment or how people will look at you if you start talking about these things, if you start behaving in a certain way. You're completely confident about the next steps that you are going to take. You believe in your own self. You believe in the steps that you are going to take. You believe that you are doing this for the right reasons. You feel more emotionally fulfilled, and it's like you want to go into this journey for yourself and internal growth. To understand yourself better, basically, because I feel like your whole reading is about understanding yourself, which also includes understanding the Divine Feminine. Exactly. You again see the snake and the protection. You see the intertwine, the energy of love, the energy of protection, the energy of the mother, the kindness, the compassion, and all of that just oozing out. You want to feel it. because it feels amazing when somebody is saying that to you, or doing that to you, or giving you, or reflecting that kind of energy onto you. So you start mirroring that kind of energy. Heed the vibes, Divine Feminine. Understand what's going on, because you have that Scorpio energy right now after the Scorpio moon, right? That also passed, I think. We have another snake. Seriously, I can't believe how many snakes. You are protected, but also be careful. Just understand where this is coming from. These are the decisions that you're about to make, Divine Feminines. What are you doing? Name it. What is your situation? Name it. Sometimes you need to protect yourself from things you know in your heart to be true. Sometimes the information will come when you are ready. Wait for it patiently and continue to protect yourself. Divine Masculines, continue to embrace the feminine energies within yourself, because now is a great time to venture into something new, something that you may have wanted to try for a while, something that you personally want to enjoy, something that you feel like could be kind of like beneficial for you. So that is it for today's reading. I post every Tuesdays, Sundays and Fridays. Also Thursdays. Pick a card reading on Thursdays. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I was called to have a discount in my reading. And you can find the details in my website, thecosmiccircle.live. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Lots of love, lots of light. Namaste.